Hello and a very warm welcome to this edition of Public Forum. I'm Shalini Verma. 63 years ago, India became a republic, breathing through the wounds of partition, extreme poverty, darkness caused by illiteracy and religious conflict almost drowned the fervor of freedom and idealism that had freed the country from the clutches of the British Empire. 2 generations later, this tragic turn of events in the nation's life is only a faint memory for most Indians. Today in Public Forum, we look back to find out how far we have travelled and the distance we have yet to cover. And we are joined by Mr. Vipul Mudgal, who's associated with the Centre for Study of Developing Societies, senior journalist Ms. Neerja Chaudhary, and the Vice Chancellor with O.P. Jindal University, Global University, Professor C. Rajkumar. Welcome to the program, all of you. Let's start the discussion. In the first segment, of course, we are going to talk about the building blocks of this republic on which really rests the story of Indian growth, as to have we really got our basics in place or are there huge gaps to be filled? Let's start with you, Vipul. How do you really look at the constitutional measures that were taken by the great visionaries of our country to live up to the dream of democracy?
No, great. Absolutely. Every time I look at a country which is not a democracy, or where elections are not taking place, or where all the things that we take for granted in India are not happening, we thank the founding fathers of Indian Constitution. You know, like the Republic Day.
Legislations in the last 2 decades have been the Right to Information Act, the Right to Work, Right to Education, and now the Right to Food Bill. And also we saw a major uprising among the masses against the issue of corruption. Right, so right to food, right to work, right to information, right to education. These are the catchphrases of the last 7-8 years and more. Do they really indicate a big leap forward? What about the land acquisition thing, the land rights issue? I mean, do you see it more or less neglected?
No, land actually is completely different issue. You see, the right to information, right to education, right to food are things which are, I would say, at a striking distance. These are things which are about to happen. And I think we can also learn from our experiences and move ahead. You know, for instance, in right to education, today we understand
is going from strength to strength. So that's all we have for you in this edition of Public Forum. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.